Hiya, this is, again, our freedom song, and this is part 3. We're working to something, like a story, where hopefully the ending changes than what we might get. But before we get there, this episode is called, of course, We All Can Be Witch Hunters, the precarious thing of power. Again, we assume that it's this big entity, that only that big entity can hold power. Well, that's not true. The reality is power is human. It's not a group. It's not a side. It's human. And if you go back to the Salem witch trials, this is where you get the interesting aspect of it. And that is that an individual, if given enough power, could point their finger and send someone off to a burning stake. Just that simple. Now you may say, I would never do something like that. And most good people won't. But you see, it isn't the good people that put them on the stake. It's the worst of us that do. The ones who abuse power. The ones who become drunk with it. Maybe one didn't like their neighbor. Maybe one wanted to marry the husband or the wife, so forth and so on. Maybe the state at that point in time in history wanted the land. Again, there's interesting stories with that when you go read about it. The point is, if you know this, if you know that individuals will abuse power, you can set them up to do so. See, Hitler did this. Turn in your neighbor if they speak badly about the regime. Now, not everyone's going to do it, but you don't need everyone. You just need a percentage. And what happens is you don't have to hire or pay for this huge force to go out and listen or follow people around. Just have your citizens do it. It's a trick that's been played before. And then you have a secondary effect, the lack of trust. So everybody just walks with their head down and says nothing. This reduces the possibility of rebellion. Who's going to meet in a group when you don't know if somebody in that group is going to turn you into the Fuhrer? This has been done again recently. New York. Como. Now, he tried his little app of, hey, if people are breaking the rules, send me a picture. Now, he got a lot of pictures of other things, but again, did you ever think that maybe he was looking for a percentage? The people who would be able to. The people who will. He doesn't need all of you, New York. He just needs a few. So to those Karens and others out there, you rushed out to take pictures of their neighbors not wearing their mask. You're the ones who told the regime where the Jews were. You're the free tyrants. You're doing the dirty work for free, so I guess you could say it's dirty deeds done dirt cheap. Again, he doesn't need all of you. Just a percentage. And if at any point in time it becomes absolutely enforceable, where all is lost, not one judge will honor the Constitution. The good police are gone, only to be replaced with something else. Like Germany, you'll walk with your head down and you'll speak to no one. Power is human, not an entity, not this force that we don't understand. We all are capable of abusing it. Your true test of power is going to come. Some have already faced it. So if you were one of those people who walked around with your camera, snapping shots, thought you were doing your good deed, you are the abusers of power. You are the ones who pointed their finger just to watch somebody burn at the stake that you didn't like. Do the dirty deeds done dirt cheap. And soon, those cameras will be pointed at you. Remember, when this is all said and done, if somehow we survive it all, with our liberties intact, you have to live in that community. And they're going to remember what happens when it gets turned upon you. What are you going to scream then? Who's going to come to your rescue? Who's going to defend your rights when you refuse to defend others? So again, power is a precarious thing, and we all can be witch hunters. So, what's the solution? Mind your own damn business, and stop doing the dirty deeds, or they'll be done upon you.